Hey, what's up guys, my name's Erupt and welcome back to another Destiny video. And in today's video we are going to be doing the long awaited Nightstalker subclass for the Hunter in Destiny best character build. So of course, before I go into this, I just want to mention a few things. Thank you for the support on the rest of my best character builds. There will also be of course a Sunbreaker one as I'm working on that character next. As of right now, we're going to be doing a Nightstalker, and I'm just going to say this is in my opinion, so if you have any other opinions on what could be fixed and what could be altered, be sure to comment down below. There will be no arguments, just compromisations and discussions about how we can make the ultimate class setup for the Nightstalker subclass for the Hunter. So without further ado, let's get straight into it and look at the subclass that we're dealing with today. So as you can tell, I'm 293 and I have just about everything unlocked on my character build. The only thing I don't have unlocked is at this current time the evade, and I will be talking about that more at the end of the video, but let's take a look at what I've got first. So first, for my first grenade, which you do get 2 in this class, which is the coolest thing I have ever heard of in any subclass, but the first grenade I've got is the Void Wall grenade. The Void Wall grenade is like a grenade that goes horizontally and makes a big wall of burning void light, and I absolutely love this grenade. Really creative and really helpful. So the reason I've picked this one is because when you throw it, it creates of course a wall and continuously damages enemies as they run through it, so it's great for taking down people in PvE. And PvP, it's okay, it kind of stops them a bit, but it's easy to just jump over. Of course, in PvE, the enemies can't necessarily jump and they just run straight into it, causing loads of damage, ripping loads of enemies, and it's a really good way, as I mentioned in PvP, to blocking off doors if there is nowhere to jump. So in my jump section, I actually have the double jump. Double jump is obviously one of those things that you get with the Hunter, and it's just like one of those things that you associate with the Hunter. Don't worry guys, I have a cooler thing than just the double jump. If you come down here, we have the triple jump. Now the triple jump, obviously, it cuts the double jump into 3 jumps. You kind of get the same height and you kind of go a bit higher. Of course, there is the alternative of going to the higher jump. I just prefer the triple jump because one, it lets you be more agile, you can turn your direction more than one time, and also obviously it's a triple jump. It's just cool, you're a hunter. Let's do something cool with this class, okay? So next we're going to go on to my actual special, the shadow shot. Tether foes to avoid anchor, slowing, weakening and suppressing them for you and your allies. So what this does essentially is if you shoot it next to an enemy, it'll slow them down. Every shot you get, no matter where on the body, gives you a critical. But there are different things that you can do with this. Of course, you've got Bloodbound, you've got Black Hole, which are a bunch of other things that you can do just to increase damage, etc. like that, and attach more enemies to your shots. But I have the Quiver. Fire Shadow Shot up to 3 times. Void Anchors have reduced range. So of course with this, you can shoot them less range. It's only a few meters, it's nothing drastic. But what you can actually do is shoot this 3 times, kind of like the Golden Gun. So that's why I like this so much. It's a really powerful support class, but built with a really aggressive meaning in mind if you set it up just like I have. So with my second grenade, which is a smoke grenade, usually you can just throw it and it just slows the enemies down, but you can also get some really cool upgrades like sticking to the surfaces and detonating and killing enemies, making your team invisible, which is a really good one for raids, especially the Fall of Croto, whichever that one's called. It's really good for cloaking your teammates from all those hive enemies. But what I've got is the toxin damaged based one. So what this happens to do is when you chuck it down, if an enemy goes in this once or just stays in it, it continuously damages them, obviously taking off a few damage. Really good in PvP, let me tell you that guys, it is one of the most helpful things. They don't see it coming, it's kind of hard to see in dark areas, so they just run straight through it, unsuspecting, completely don't know it's there sometimes, and just get continuously damaged. And it's a really good way because once an enemy is actually attached by this, you get a little point on them, like a little hit marker, and you can see them through walls. So it's really good for stuff like that if you're trying to keep a track on your enemies. So next we have one of my attribute boosters, and we actually have Path Unknown, training focused on battle recovery and toughness. So for this class, I've actually gone for a bit of an aggressive class because it is a support class just by means. Like as soon as you equip it, you are actually using a support subclass. What I like to do is actually put an aggressive take on this, and with this I've got focused on battle recovery and toughness, of course, so you do more damage, but you can also take more damage, so that's a really good thing to have. In my second stat booster, I have Courage of the Pack. Killing tethered targets increases recovery and armor for you and nearby allies, stacks up to 5 times. So what you can do once you kill an enemy, once they've been shot by your actual special, as I said, it slows them down and traps them, then you can actually get armor recovery for your teammate. So it's really helpful. In my third stat boost, I have Way of the Nomad. In Way of the Nomad, training focused on maximum battle recovery. Now you can get a few good things like Way of the Drifter, and it balances your whole class, but as I said, trying to get this aggressive, trying to make sure that I have all the health I need to push the enemy me back with all my hunting skills, and Way of the Nomad is the way to go. Now, as you can see on screen right now, I have Keen Scout, Sprint and Sneak Faster, Gain Enhanced Tracker, and the ability to mark targets you damage. Now, of course, this is really good to have, but if you're looking for a bit of extra style for your hunter, look on screen right now. As you can see, it says Shade Step, press double B to evade, and what happens is, you can see it on screen right now. At the time I'm recording, I obviously don't have this unlocked, but at the time of upload, I will, and it'll be on screen for you to view yourselves. You literally just disappear, go invisible, and do like a really cool backwards roll, sideways roll, frontwards roll, any way that you want to put this little roll thing. It just looks so cool. It is just perfect for the hunter, and I'm sure you guys will love it when you see it on screen. So guys, that's really all I have for the hunter best character build setup. So guys, if you want to see more of this, be sure to like the video, subscribe, share this on your social media for more Destiny tips, tricks, news, and updates in the community. My name's been Erupt, and have a great